Hello folks, you guys ready for another exciting episode of Survivor Redemption Island, Angie's blog. Got a whole lot of fill-up shit for you guys. Oops, sorry. Get your kitties out. Forgot to tell you guys that right off the bat, but you all that watch me know by now. All the little children out, we're going to be rated R. Sometimes we might be rated X, I don't know. Just depends on my mood. Okay, let's get started here. We have the Ometepe tribe, led by my man Rob. Of course, I have the wrong buff on. You all know why. And the Zapatero tribe, led by who gives a shit. Let's see. We got to get to the redemption challenge. We're going to start right off. It's day 17. We have Matt and Stephanie on Redemption Island, and they're going to do the challenge to see who gets to stay. Matt's been kicking ass. He's won, I think, 4 in a row. Anyway, and they have to decide who's going to go to get to watch this duel. So they're deciding who's going to watch the duel, and Philip asks if he can go because it's his turn. You know, he's all about getting his turn, so he's going to go. And Rob's going to go too because he says that Philip can't go unchaperoned because he's a danger because of his stupidity, and that Philip is one of the most unaware people he's ever met. And he's really right about that. He can't go unchecked. Ain't no telling what Philip will say. You know, you can't take his ass. He's like one of those cousins, you know, that everybody has. You know, you're just ashamed to take them places because you know they're going to embarrass the shit out of you. You know, run their mouth anyway. So Philip's like our step cousin. Okay, so anyway, they go and, well, first of all, Philip says something in there at some point about some kind of, I don't even know, I can't even pronounce it. I feel like Ralph. Momato Mosipi, some kind of book that he read, and he goes on some kind of ramblings about that anyway. And then he's aggravated with Rob, and he says, nobody's controlling me. Well, next scene they show is they're getting ready to go to the challenge, and Rob says, put your shirt on. And Philip starts putting his shirt on anyway. You know, Rob runs his ass all over the place. Anyway, so we get to the Redemption Island challenge, and it's a puzzle thing, kind of, you know, you have to flip the pieces over, and you have to remember what piece goes where, and it's a matching game kind of thing. And they're doing pretty good. And Stephanie won the rock, paper, scissors, and decided that she wanted Matt to go first, which I thought was a very good strategy because normally you would not pick the 2 pieces right away. So I thought that was a very good strategy. But lo and behold, you ain't always playing with Matt, the golden boy. Say what you want to for the Bible, but God's on his side because he's winning everything. Everything. So anyway, Matt ends up winning that. No shock to anybody. But then, of course, Stephanie starts singing like a fucking bird. She is telling all their shit. You know, she's telling that they're going to be after Rob as soon as they merge. And she's telling about David being the master puzzler, which I still ain't figured out where they get that from. But anyway, she says all that stuff. So immediately, I'm making a note to self that says, you know, if you're going to commit a crime, don't do it with Stephanie, because your ass is going to prison. Because she's going to tell all your shit. She ain't going to keep none of it. Ain't nothing sacred with Stephanie. And she was my girl. You know, she was my girl. But no, in real life, we wouldn't be hanging because I would be in prison right now. But anyway, pass on that. Anyway, and what kills me too is she says something to Ralph. She says, you know, Ralph, do you want to end up having to be the puzzle person? And he's like, well, I can do it if I have to. Hell, he can't even friggin' spell. How's he gonna put together a puzzle? He's a dumbass. Anyway, all right, let's get on to something else here. I can start on him and just carry on. But anyway, okay. So anyway, they go back, and Philip says, you know, ask Rob. You know, of course, Philip keeps saying that he ain't going to let anybody tell him what to do. Nobody's going to lead him. And, you know, first thing he says is, you know, Boston Rob, do you want us to keep all this secret, or do we want to tell him? What do you want to do? Anyway, so Rob's just, you know, got him like a puppet. Anyway, Rob says, no, man, let's be up front with him. You know, let's tell them so they'll know what's going on. You know, we've been up front with them up until now, which they haven't been. But he wants Philip to think that. He's, we've been up front before now. Let's just tell him everything that's going on. So, of course, whenever they get there, they tell him everything that's going on. But Boston Rob immediately throws Philip under the bus because Boston Rob is the master player. And he does that because he wants, and he says all this, he does that because he wants them to know that he's got a target on his back, and he wants them to know that wants them to feel safe. So anyway, and he also tells them that Philip will flip if it comes down to the merge, and I think he will too. Anyway, let's see. Lord, I can't read my own writing. Oh, anyway, it kills me. Oh my God, it kills me whenever Ralph is in there talking, and Ralph says, he's talking about how smart Dave is and that he's an attorney, and he says, but it don't take a smart one to win this game. Well, Lord God, Ralph, for your sake, let's hope not, because you ain't got a snowball chance in the hell of winning this game. And if you do win this game, I will never watch Survivor again, ever. This will be my last season that I ever watch it. If Ralph, mark my words, if Ralph, by some wild-ass chance, comes to win this game, this will be Angie Fox's last season of watching Survivor and definitely my last season of blogging about it, okay? So anyway, all right, let's get on to Philip. Philip. My friend Philip irritates the shit out of me, but he just cracks me up. He really wants him some crispy rice. You'd have thought they had Rice Krispie fucking treats out there the way he's acting. Anyway, he's all upset because they're saving the crispy rice for Rob, and he goes on this 30-minute tirade about how he needs to get some of that crispy rice, and he goes on and on and on and on and on. And then the one thing that I like that he says, he goes, do I feel like a part of this tribe? Hell no! Have I given 110%? Hell yeah! Well, you go, man. You go. You just put it on out there. Mr. Special Agent. I don't know if you've got to notice this, but what I noticed just this episode was that when they put former Special Agent, there's a question mark behind his name. You look for it next time. Like they not even... Survivor, with all of their skills, all the things they had to check up on people, they ain't even sure his ass is a former special agent. They don't even believe him. So anyway, all right. So they go on and do the challenge, and that's a pretty rough challenge there, man. I'd hate to think I had to do all that strenuous shit they were doing down there, all muddy as hell and crawling through all that shit. Anyway. And Rob was kind of messing up in that challenge a little bit. I can't believe they ended up winning that because Rob was kind of screwing up. So anyway, they go through and Rob's team, of course, wins the challenge. And then Philip, in all his infinite wisdom, says, and I'm going to quote, some tribes advance boldly, weaker tribes grow agitated, and superior tribes, we find a way to win, and we did. And then he kisses the idol. Oh, he's such drama. Is he not? Oh, my God. I mean, I tell you. Anyway, I can't wait to the reunion whenever they all talk to him. But, all right, so they win this challenge, and then they go on their little reward dinner. And you would think that as many times as they have been on these reward dinners, they would know there is a freaking clue in the dinner. There's a freaking clue in the shit that they win. There's a clue somewhere. These people are so unaware, they don't even look for the clue. Rob, of course, is always playing the game, and he realizes that that clue's going to be in that those pieces of candy or chocolate or whatever it was are cylindrical, and there's going to be a clue, and then sure enough, he finds a clue, which is of no use to him except to keep everybody else from getting it, so he laughs and throws it into the volcano. And I don't even think those people realize that there was a clue to be had. I mean, they never even showed anything about it. Maybe they cut that out. I don't know. But anyway... All right, so the funniest part of the friggin' night to me, though, they go to tribal council, and Jeff is talking with all of them, and he says something about, he's talking to them all, and he asks Ralph something. He says, he says something about cohesive tribe, and Ralph goes, first, Jeff, I don't know what cohesive means. And then I thought it couldn't even get any further than that. I was laughing my ass off. I was about to wet on myself. So then Jeff goes to explain to him about the differences in what how cohesive tribe means. He goes about a team, about if you had these many people on a team and they were all cohesive, but then if you had smart people, and he goes all into this big old explanation. And dumbass Ralph don't even realize he's being asked a question. He goes, well, Jeff, I disagree. And everybody starts laughing, and Jeff goes, well, you know, I was asking you a question. Oh, Lord. So anyway, he's so damn stupid. Anyway, and then he says that he would pick the team that didn't get along, that weren't cohesive, because if they did get along, all they would do was yak, 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 and they on the time clock. They on the payroll. Oh, Lord. He is nothing but a country fucking bumpkin, isn't he? Anyway, so they vote. Get to the vote. Everybody votes. Sarita gets voted out. It was down to Sarita or Dave. Sarita gets voted out. That wasn't a huge shock to me. And then, of course, you know, Dave had to give his last little dig, and he looks at her and tells her she was too confident. Well, she was. She didn't pack a damn thing. I mean, when do you go on a trip, not pack? That's my question. Anyway, I don't know. Of course, they go on again and voting everybody out, and yeah, someone in there misspelled a name. Wonder who that could be that misspelled a name on the votes. Wonder who that could be. I got one. I got one guess, and I think it is the dumbest person this season. Here's my vote right here. Can you guys see that? That's my vote right there for the dumbest person this season. Okay. Anyway, enough of that said. Sorry, I lost my place here. Anyway, next week we're getting on to the merge. I'm excited about that. I cannot wait for the merge. Shit's really going to change when the merge comes down. All right, we'll see you guys next week. I hope you have a great week. I'll see you soon. Bye.